Modern life worships excess. More knowledge, more money, more hustle, more abs, more apps, more answers. We're told to scale everything, maximize your output, optimize your day, consume until full, and then consume a little more. But no one tells you this: excess is a kind of failure. Growth doesn't come from overflow, it comes from precision. Mastery isn't the product of more, it's the result of knowing when to stop. So ask yourself, how do you know when enough is truly enough? Not when you collapse, not when you break, but before that, at the edge, with your hand still steady on the wire. The hunger for more. Let's start with a familiar loop. You tell yourself just a little more. Another scroll, another task, another rep, another validation hit. One more article, one more podcast, one more quote. Maybe then you'll be satisfied. But you're not chasing satisfaction. You're trapped in the dopamine loop, a neurological spiral built to crave novelty and reward. It's the same loop that drives addiction. But when it wears a productive mask, we call it ambition. Here's the truth: endless pursuit is not ambition. It's addiction in disguise. It's curiosity without a compass. It's drive without discernment. Unbounded curiosity stops being expansive. It starts becoming chaotic. The same way fire warms but also burns. The same way hunger fuels but also consumes. The discipline of less. Moving on to discipline. It's about more than just willpower. It's about intelligent restraint. It's the art of selection, of choosing less on purpose, not to punish, but to refine. Discipline says, I don't need more tools. I need to sharpen the one I already have. I don't need more input. I need fewer, deeper repetitions. Think of the athlete who ends their set before failure, not because they're lazy, but because they're building sustainability. Think of the writer who ends a paragraph mid-thought, so the next session starts with momentum. Think of the monk who speaks less, not out of silence, but so every word lands. Modern culture sees restraint as weakness, but in Aevitas, restraint is power, the ability to stop before the edge. Because if you wait for collapse, you've already lost the lesson. Balance as a blade. Here's the most dangerous myth. Balance is peace. Balance is soft. Balance is stillness. Wrong. Balance is tension. Held. Maintained. Just like a blade balanced on a wire, steady only through micro-corrections. Too much discipline becomes rigidity. You follow the plan so tightly, you miss the need to adapt. You sacrifice spontaneity, joy, connection. Too much curiosity becomes frenzy. You chase every angle, explore every idea, never land. You become untethered from your goals. Too much balance becomes hesitation, always weighing, always deliberating, never deciding. Real balance means this: you move, knowing that every step requires recalibration. You correct in motion. You wield the blade, but know when to sheath it. Cultivating enough. Let's get tactical. How do you train this edge? How do you practice enough? Start here. Schedule buffer time into your calendar and don't fill it. Let silence exist. Let your nervous system breathe. Deliberately leave questions unanswered in your journaling or your planning. Create space for ideas to steep. End workouts one set before failure once a week. Not forever, but to feel the edge instead of falling over it. Ask yourself, am I pursuing more because I lack something, or because I'm afraid to stop? Most people fill their lives with motion to avoid the mirror. But motion does not equal meaning, and growth does not equal grind. Reframe more as a question, not an answer. Ask, what would it look like to stop here on purpose? What would it feel like to end with clarity instead of exhaustion? Because enough isn't mediocrity. It's mastery in disguise. So here's your reflection. Where are you overindulging under the mask of growth? Where is your curiosity tipping into chaos? Where has your discipline become obsession? Where are you mistaking collapse for commitment? This week, pick one area, one behavior, and stop short. On purpose, track it, sit with it. Let your system feel the gap, because enough isn't an endpoint. It's a calibration, it's a practice, and it's a skill most people never learn until they're broken. Don't wait. Learn it now, at the edge, while you still have your balance.